Our next bout, at the weight of 140 pounds, another banger. Omarion Parisse versus Bryan Guerrero. Bryan Guerrero, just an absolute veteran himself of RFC, of the fight game up until this point. I mean, what do you want to say about him? He's 2-1 in kickboxing, 1-1 in MMA. He fights out of little boxing. He's got a fantastic high guard, great forward pressure, chains combinations together very, very well. I mean, this guy overall, just a fantastic athlete, and he's had a ton of experience. This is going to be a big test for Parisse.
Yeah, he told us he's usually at 135, moving up to 140 for this fight out of the Striking 101 camp. He told us, none of my opponents can get past my jab. Straight punches are going to lead this dance. That's his goal, to try to apply that and push his game on it. He's a pressure fighter, great conditioning, presses forward. This is going to be a great fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for this one. Few that can really hang in there with him, but his opponent standing across from him, Omarion Parisse, certified in his own regard.
You've seen Omarion quite a bit.
Yes, yeah. So he actually has fought AJ Haryuk, which is fighting tonight. Had a controversial decision his last fight out. This is AJ against Nick Vasquez. Omarion Parisse, fantastic kicks, fantastic pressure. He also stays defensively responsible when he pressures. So he's never really out of position, right? And at this level, that's big and that's important. You saw that just now, 2 fights ago, with Padilla and Ibarra. Ibarra did a good job of firing and then getting his hands back up. That's the same here with Parisse. He stays high and tight all the time. It's going to be a big test for both guys.
Our upcoming contest in the card for K-Series Kickboxing is at 140 pounds, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He steps through the ropes with a fight record of 3 wins, 1 loss. Representing Striking 101, Bryan Guerrero. And his opponent standing across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He steps through the ropes with a fight record of 0 wins, 3 losses. Representing Iron Lion, Omarion Parisse. The man in
So our 6th bout for the evening. Again, 3 2-minute rounds will be the case until we hit title bouts and or our 2 pro debuts tonight. For now, though, this is going to be a technical slugfest.
Bryan Guerrero in the blue, Omarion Parisse in the red, Liam Tarrant and Jacob Koopman joining you here at K-Series.
And immediately you see there, Parisse is just kind of pressuring. But also, to your point, Guerrero's staying behind that jab, and it snaps the head back.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Got caught coming inside, missed that overhand.
Briefly, yep.
Parisse landed one of his own.
And Parisse has been scoring big time.
Nice 1-2 from Guerrero.
I was going to say, nice shots from Guerrero.
And again, 10-point must system, no clinching allowed here,
Yep.
no elbows. That's why you see referee Marcel Varela breaking it up so quickly.
Really good, because it pushes the pace. I mean, and with these these guys can push a frenetic pace, so we're in for a treat. I feel like I've said that with every fight, but every fight is delivered up until this point.
Looks like an accidental low blow there,
Yep.
giving him some time.
Guerrero's did a really good job early with his jab.
Those hands are extremely low on the part of Omarion Parisse.
Yeah, and he does have great head movement, so that you have to feel like that's kind of what he banks on, But that can't always get you out of trouble, especially when you have a guy in Guerrero in front of you that can and will use his jab to set up other combinations in his offense. You need to be very careful with that.
If the hands are low, your reflexes better be high.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Nice shots there from Guerrero.
Yes.
And Parisse is a little bit hurt. Guerrero pouring it on now. Knee on the inside, uppercut.
Parisse definitely looked a bit stunned there.
Exactly, yep. But nice shots from him.
Nice knee there from Guerrero.
And this is exactly the fight that we thought it would be. Almost reaching the end of round number 1 here. And again.
You can see that slick boxing and head movement on the part of Guerrero in the blue.
Utilizing that jab to a peach. Again, going back to that jab. He's also scored a lot with that cross.
That will be the first round. Wow, what a round.
And the ref having a word with Guerrero, probably about limited clinching.
Yeah, it was getting a little bit long there, so he's just reinforcing that point to him. In my opinion, that was all Guerrero that round.
Yeah, no, Guerrero did a great job of, again, as we talked about, staying defensively responsible, but also kind of keeping the fight where he wanted to keep it, even though Parisse was doing a good job, and in certain junctures was catching Guerrero. It seemed like Guerrero was a lot more poised and kind of just kept everything nice and tight.
And in striking 101, you've got Sensei Jonathan Ruiz and Aaron Brito as the coaches there for Bryan Guerrero. They must be happy with that round. We'll see if he keeps applying that same game, but a great, great fighter in the corner of Omarion Parisse there. Sidney Kang, great fighter and a great coach.
Yeah, and it looks like the corner of Guerrero is calling for more hooks. But Parisse, I'm surprised he hasn't utilized, he has fantastic kicks. Very, very nice kicks, but it seems like it's been mostly a boxing affair, which is, hey, is fine if they want to hang in the pocket and bang it out.
I think Guerrero is going to be more than happy to do that. Guerrero in the blue, Parisse in the red.
Yeah, and this style of fight, and we were talking about it, it does favor Guerrero more heavily, right?
Now Parisse, we did say hands are low, and he's got very big looping shots, but if one of those lands, it could really turn things quickly. That's a lot of power coming through.
Yeah.
Big,
and you saw
reach.
some of the shots did. I mean, Guerrero reacted. His head got snapped back. I could see this easily being stopped, you know, with a big shot. Nice leg kick there from Guerrero.
Goes unanswered.
And that jab, putting in good work. Nice body shots. And Guerrero might be starting to take control of this fight here. It seems like he's starting to open up, and Parisse might be slowing down a little bit, or at least closing up.
We can see the boxing prowess of Guerrero. Nice right hand.
Nice. Yep, scores with that cross.
We'll be seeing his teammate in the co-main event tonight, Diego Dutch Yegazar, making his pro debut, and he's got a great team there at Striking 101 that he works with.
Oh my goodness. Striking 101 might be the most, just the team that turns out the most talent, man. I mean, talk about guys that are making their pro debuts, guys, we talked about Agasar's, just his resume, quite frankly. I mean, and so fighters that aren't even fighting tonight, too. Talk about Alexander Krutazar that has fought, or was Sternberg's last fight. They have a fantastic talent pool there.
It's Savannah Graham coming out of there. A lot of really good fighters.
And really good body shots again from Guerrero. That might be slowing Parisse down a little bit. See that? He always tries to score with those.
That's a nice hook from Parisse. That landed flush.
Oh my goodness!
With a response from Guerrero.
And a response again for Parisse. Man.
Back and forth conversation they're having.
Yeah. If this is a dance, this is a mosh pit.
You can see nice head movement there from Parisse, too. Doing a nice job slipping and rolling punches, but not quite getting a response right away. But he gets his shots in, I'll tell you.
He's just got to be careful, man, because you get the sense that Guerrero has really found his range, really found his timing, and is getting more confident as the fight progresses.
Right now, as the score stands, I would have it. This is not an official score. I would say 2 rounds to Guerrero right now.
Yeah. For certain, that second round. First round was definitely more close, but I'd say, you could definitely make a very compelling argument for 2 rounds of Guerrero. And then, as we've seen with a bunch of fights tonight, the third round, Parisse is going to have to come out here and make a statement. Perhaps flatline Guerrero.
And with those big looping shots that Parisse has, that's not out of the question. But Guerrero hasn't seemed to slow down much in any regard right now.
Yeah, but Parisse also has to be careful because Guerrero has gotten a sense for when he throws those looping shots. Round number 3 here of
you mentioned the timing that he caught onto his timing.
Yeah, and Guerrero knows that now. So whenever Parisse tries to throw a looping shot, Guerrero comes in with speedy combinations.
K-Series, you can follow us at rfc.promotions.
Oh, nice cross there from Guerrero. Sorry to cut you off there, Liam.
No.
Oh, my goodness. And Parisse knows he needs a finish. He's surging forward.
Is turned into a slugfest.
But credit to Guerrero for staying so technical, right? Like, it'd be easy, again, we talk about it a lot, to get into that slugfest type of mentality, but he's really done a good job.
And Guerrero was not lying about having that jab as a really, really solid foundation in his game.
Absolutely. That's what he uses to set up other stuff.
Last time we saw him was at an last time I saw him in a fight was at RFC when he fought James Taylor.
Yeah.
And who we will see later. He was able to negate the reach advantage of Taylor by using that solid boxing and just unstoppable conditioning.
And that's no easy task. I mean, Taylor loves to stay at range. I mean, he's a guy that's very apt at fighting off the back foot. So for Guerrero to get inside with his boxing, I mean,
big looping shots there from Parisse.
Credit to him. Double jab offering there from Guerrero. And you're right, Liam, those looping shots are landing. Those get through. 49 seconds left here to work. And the crowd rabid. Nice knee.
Really good job of mixing things up. I would say Guerrero's shown a larger toolbox here in this fight.
Yeah, more volume too.
And that is really what scores max output, max volume, max damage here at the K-Series.
Yep, and referee's taking a close look for volume there. If he sees enough, if he sees Guerrero pouring on the pressure, he might stop this. Or at least give him a 10 count, I should say, or standing 8 count.
10 seconds remain.
Both men with looping shots. Guerrero pouring it on even more.
Whoa, what great job by both fighters. Bryan Guerrero really showing that boxing prowess and mixed in a couple of knees, a few kicks. Parisse took a lot of shots in that, but he also was still dangerous up to the end, I felt.
Yeah, and you get the sense, and feel free to disagree, but I get the sense that both these guys enacted their game plans coming into this. Like, Guerrero was defensive, stayed behind his jab, opened up nicely with combinations when Parisse would throw looping shots, and against Guerrero, Parisse was probably looking to score with a big shot, and that's what he was trying to do with those looping punches.
In my opinion, I think Guerrero probably took that 3 rounds to none or 2 rounds to 1, possibly.
Yeah, we'd have to see. And Guerrero giving us a little nod.
See Chris Anders there in the corner at a striking 101.
And will they go undefeated tonight is the big question, striking 101.
Good question. We have our first striking 101 competitor. We'll see if he sets the precedent and if Diego Yegazar can follow it. Iron Lion will be back as well, but first we go to Mike Falvo for a decision.
How about a round of applause for these two great fighters and one hell of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges have scored the fight 30-27 in favor for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Bryan Guerrero.
And Bryan Guerrero does enough to get it done. I mean, fantastic performance from him. And coming out of a gym like Striking 101, I mean, it's in their name. They're really, really good at training guys for striking. You see it there.